We got interrupted, so we're going to go again. I had to take that phone call, so sorry, but it's important. I've got an audio job on Saturday, Sunday, Monday coming, so I wanted to make sure that I got that call. So apologies, but anyway, we're back. Let me get the headphones for this side on. Oh yes, gotta tell you, loving this setup. Oh, gotta go to bed early. I gotta start work at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, so I want to be sure that I've got enough sleep up my sleeves. So I've noticed if I turn the volume up, just doing simple kind of guitar moves. And I'm still practicing my new bar chord technique. I'm using this, I'll show you, I'm using this new idea of, instead of doing a bar chord like that, with the whole index finger across the fret, and then kind of twisting the hand so there's force on the bony part of the index finger on the fret, and then giving a better sound. That's the traditional way of making a bar chord. There's the A side of it. What people are doing is just using one finger down, index on the high E, and then the ring finger across the 3 strings for the A formation. And then you use thumb on the low E, the middle finger on the G string, yep, and then the ring finger across 2 strings, the what is that? Is that the D? Yeah, the D and the A strings. But I'm still struggling with that. I can do the low E fine, and the high E. Bit of twisting involved. See how I've got to practice? Anyway, it sounds a bit rough, but I'll practice that so you can then do quicker transitions from a chord into doing some fills or lead or whatever. So that's why it's sounding a bit funny. It's not too bad a wah pedal. But when you compare it to, like I said before, the this one, is that the one? No, that's not the one. Where's my wah? Is that the wah? That says solo wah, but there's no wah there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I love that growl. Maybe it's to do with the patch I'm on. Let's try another patch. Let's go 3 or 4. Let's try. Oh no, did I just do that? No. Oh. Yeah, so it depends on. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah, I like that now. Ah, okay, so we need volume and a better guitar patch, and then it works better. And if you leave the pedal in a certain position, it turns off without your foot on it. So you've got to hold your foot on it. to keep the noise. Oh yeah, I like that. If I change the bass tone control and get the EXG, the, all the bits. So I'm controlling. I'll show you. Anyway, that's working nicely. Now what I want to do is see if that's the synthesizer. That's interesting. So if I oh, that sounds good. Can you see that? If I put the GP5 on and that, what happens? That's a happy distortion. I can control that with the expression pedal. So we're getting... That's the guitar and synthesizer. Oh man. I know it sounds like noise to you, but to me, I think I can make some music with that. Wow. So if we try that with track, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's up there. 7. And we get that's the lead guitar only. That's both. That's synthesizer only. Sounds like a wah on synthesizer. That's awesome. Well, I just wanted to show you very quickly the setup and what we can achieve with one multi-effects unit. That was literally $124. That one was $160, the newer wah. That was about $110. These are $120 each. That was about $400, I think. The beacon pedal, that was about $110. That was $64 delivered from Amazon. That thing was a bit pricey. That was, oh no, that was actually about $90. So it's not as expensive as this was expensive. That was $330. That one, the Psy 1, the synthesizer, but yeah, I mean, all of this we can listen to basically. Do I need an amp for that? No, I can't remember. If you hook up that to headphones, you can hear that all the noise with the GP5 without an amp. So you could actually probably use all of that with the right configuration coming out of the GP5 without an amplifier. So you can go straight to a PA, so you don't need an amp. Guitar and all these pedals, or just that pedal alone, you can hear yourself play quite well. Obviously to an amp it's going to sound better, but I'm really happy with the way this is coming together. This is probably the board that or this layout is the one I'll probably use for live streaming. The other thing is, I hope you can hear me right. The other thing is, with this pedal here, I've got a loop. It's a loop in here which does input for return and an output send to then run effects units such as the GP5 here. That's running through that send return loop, which then is mixed internally with the synthesizer noise via these two knobs. So I've got a direct and effect mixing volume kind of stacked pot here, so you can set the levels for the loop and the synthesizer. So in that way I can hook in these other effects pedals into that patch. So it becomes a little bit of a more flexible to add more effects in there. I'm just thinking out loud and wondering what else I can add to this. But the GP5 does all the things my other pedals do. So this I can do wah, I can do delay, phaser, flanger, tremolo, vibrato. Pretty much it'll do any cab, any amp. It's a NAM and IR modeler, basically, or not, is it modeler, is that the word? Probably modeler, yeah, because it's emulating all of those hardware devices in that one piece of kit. So what I'm trying to do is make something mobile, modular, and easy to quickly get the sound I want. So the wah, I love wah, and I love the idea of controlling the volume, like with this pedal here. That's running off the track right now, so you can't hear it. That's, yeah, I just love the idea of it. All right, that was very quick and dirty Tuesday. There was other news I was going to tell you. What was the news? I think that's it, actually. Yeah, I don't have any other news. Other than I'm just really, oh, no, there was one bit of news. Let me come over here and talk to you face to face for a second. So what's happening is with the SY1, the Boss SY1 synthesizer, the bass guitar synthesizer, oh my God, it opened up this Pandora's box of possibilities. So what's happening is I've investigated the other Boss synthesizers, the guitar synthesizers, and I did some research. There's a, what came out first? I think the SY1 came out in 2019. Then Boss released the SY1000, which is a synthesizer released in 2020. Then they brought out the GM800 guitar modeler in 2023, and they've got a VG800 as well, and there's also a SY200 which was released 2021, I think. Anyway, there's all these guitar synthesizers, modelers, oh my God, and the cheapest one of the lot is the SY1 with $371 in some instances, but you can get it cheaply at a bit of a discounted rate at $330, which is a lot of money for a pedal. But the SY1000 ranges in price from $1,300 to, I saw some prices over $2,000. It's a pretty big unit, but it does what this SY1 does, and it does guitar modeling as well. So for example, this guitar, with the pickup that you've got to use with it, it's like a MIDI, not controller, a MIDI receiver. So it's 6 individual pickups on one strip, which picks up each individual string on the guitar, and then you can configure each string to be either a guitar emulation, a synth emulation of different instruments. So you could have a drums and piano and guitar and trumpet and banjo all on each individual string. So there's a lot of flexibility and a lot of things you could do with it, but it is just such an expensive way to go down doing synthesis on the guitar. So the strip that I'm talking about, it's a Boss GKC G6. The G at the end, the G is the guitar, 6 is the strings, because there's a G7, G for 7 strings, and a B, and a B5, bass 5 strings, or B6, bass 6 strings. So it's got all these options for configuring the guitar to pick up and use with the different emulators, or like the SY1000. So that SY1000 needs the hex pickup, the GKC G6. That then also has to go through a digital to analog converter, which is again like another unit. It then can plug into the SY1000 using a 13-pin digital connector. So it might be an analog to digital converter, actually, yeah. So the little strip of pickups for the what do you call it? It's not MIDI, is it MIDI? It's the synthesizer pickup, if you like. That is like $525. Then the converter, the digital to analog converter, is $300. And then the final thing, the SY1000, the synthesizer, is like I said before, between $1,300 and $2,000. So for something like $2,500, you can then do to a greater, what's the word? A greater variation, maybe. There's many more instruments on it, but it's also tracking a little bit quicker than the SY1. But the SY1 tracks like I can't fault it. Every time I pluck anything, it makes the right noise, and it's not random. It just works all the time. So I'm torn between, do I just stay with the SY1, and like I'm happy with the way that it sounds, but I went down that rabbit hole, and now I'm tempted to buy all of that gear and modify the guitar, because the other thing is I really love modifying this guitar in particular. So I've got like 4 separate EMG kits installed on this to do different things. If I have that strip of the pickups in there, 6 pickups, it adds this other dimension to the guitar where you can blend a traditional guitar noise with a synthesizer noise the way that SY1 is operating right now. So like that's doing everything I needed to do. So why am I still tempted to spend all this money on going down that route or that route with all that money? And it does it to all it's adding, if I go down that path of spending $2,500, it adds hundreds more instruments, hundreds of more variations. So yes, there's more musicality I can kind of create with it, but the expense, oh my God. And then, it becomes another thing that I've got to kind of babysit and update and power and bring with me. And it then adds, that's going to double, it's going to double the size of what I've got there. And it won't, I don't know. To me, it didn't sound any better. The SY1000, it didn't sound any better than the SY1 when I listened to it on YouTube. And that's what I'm going to be predominantly doing is YouTube music. So I think I'm talking myself out of spending $2,500. Thank you for that. That's good. Until I hit a wall with the SY1, there's no point in getting all that stuff. Yeah. So I'll either wait or I won't do it at all. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. That's helped me a lot. I appreciate that. Thanks. So now I can save my money. Phew. Thank God. All right. So there it is. That's my setup now. I'm pretty much happy with that, and I can flip between the expression pedal and the on-off kind of functionality here. Because what's happening with the SY1 with the A/B switch, I can do a pitch increase with A using the connection for the controller, or I can hold. So if there's a sound that we like, say for example that one, I can hold that, and it's going to hold that sound. Oh, it's not holding it. Why is that? Oh yeah, still there. So it'll hold that indefinitely. If I do another sound, no, I want it louder. There we go. So that is dying though, isn't it? Oh, it is. That's interesting. It's supposed to hold. Maybe it's being overridden now because I've got a controlling. Anyway, so the pedal there, you can hold the synthesized note normally. Maybe it's being overridden because I've got a expression pedal plugged in or something like that. Don't know. Could be all it is. That was. Play over the top of it. Yeah, it's holding it. It is. That's the synthesizer noise is just a lot quieter than the guitar noise. That's all. Yeah, and then it dies. Anyway, so there's a whole lot of stuff now I can create. That's the setup. I'm happy with that setup. We're going to stick with that. From now on, all I'll be doing is keeping that the way it is. I'll be switching from the expression pedal to the A/B switch, the FS7 for the SY1 going forward. But now it's all about composing music and yeah. So time to write some songs and play music that I like, which hopefully you may like as well. If not, then too bad, because I've only got a small number of subscribers, which I appreciate very much. But this is predominantly for me and what I like doing. And if I find people that like what I like too, then that's fantastic. But I'm not here to try and do something to get more and more people to like what I'm doing. It's more, I'm basically here to discover if people have the same interest that I've got, and then we can share ideas and try things out. That would be awesome. That's where the real fun is. So thank you for joining. I'm going to go to bed now because I've got a 5 a.m. start. I will wish you well. I'm hoping you're enjoying my journey in making synthesized music with guitar. I can't wait to start performing properly and getting some songs together. Okay, on that note, I'll say goodbye. Goodbye. Take it easy now. See you all. Thanks again for tuning in. Take it easy. Bye.